Hello everyone, my name is Disra and welcome back to my Hero to Shogunate campaign. So let's continue with finally declaring war on Matsushiro. And hopefully, most likely, continue to expand our landmass. Our contiguous landmass, that is. So, we have an ally which is already at war with these guys. Sounds good to me. Also, these guys, hopefully they won't be that big of a deal. Hopefully I can take care of these guys and then have to struggle with these guys. Let's see. So, they are joined. Or they are joined and I'm joined as well. So that's pretty nice. So, let's invade, shall we? And I don't have... Well, this is funny. Well, I hope they, I just said I hope they weren't going to be an issue. The allies, that is. And what do you know? Oh well. Hardcore, baby! I can't take that back. I probably could if I just exited the game right away. But I'm not gonna do that. I've been gearing up for this for a few turns. Not an awful lot of turns, but enough turns. Also, another thing that is, quite frankly, a big issue is the fact that that I should have done this as a naval invasion. Come to think of it. But the main issue is that I think winter will arrive a bit too early for my liking. Because we're in the second or third turn of autumn or fall. So yeah, I have some issues. Anyway, let's start to just grind these guys down. Or at least try to the best of our ability. So I would like to get a great battle in this part, and we might get that, but as you saw, it's gonna take a heck of a lot of turns for us even to get to the city. So I don't know if I actually will be able to... Ooh, I see. Are you actually going for me? Yeah, if these guys are going to meet me, then we're definitely gonna have a battle this part, which is... I don't know if that's a battle I'm really looking forward to that much. Just because I will have 0 chance to regenerate. I have backup, but that's about it. And that's not a massive backup army. By any means. Yeah, let's get you just right behind these guys. Actually, let's go straight for that army. I highly doubt that there's any army in between here, but I'm just gonna check. Yep, no army in between there. Let's get you slightly out of the way there. So we might have an engagement. That's gonna be interesting. Also, I think these guys should... Actually, why do you have that many movement points? You're carrying artillery. Or you're dragging artillery around. Well, I guess I need to give them 1 turn to actually catch up. I thought I didn't have to worry about that, because these guys were quicker. Or at least so I thought. Apparently that was not the case. Oh well. Also, what am I developing again? Oh yeah, this is useless. Let's stop that. Ah, I see. I see. So I did change that production, but it didn't actually save. So, oh well, what was I actually going for? I believe it was something... that actually gave me modernization. Probably this thing. Yeah, I think so. Although... I think going down this route probably would also be a good idea. Especially for this thing. And this thing. I also need to unlock that at some point. Okay, so first up, go for modernization. Also, get that so in the near future, well, maybe not that near future, but in the future I can get the modern army, which, as you can see, gives me quite a lot of very, very decent units. Not to mention this, which I can get once I level up my modernization. So yeah, modernization, here we go. Anyway, I'm gonna try to speed up as quickly as possible, so we can actually get to a battle, or at least that's the hope. But the problem is that, once again, this is legendary, so it's like, if I make a simple mistake, it's not something I can take back. And that is definitely a thing that makes this winter campaign, or potentially winter campaign, be a great risk, because you don't want a winter campaign. I can tell you that for a fact. Suffering attrition every turn for 6 turns. Ugh. Oh well. Speaking of attrition, we are doing some light attritioning to these guys. Unfortunately, I have a good navy in the amount of ships I have, but not in the amount of guns those ships have in turn. Which means that, sadly, these barrages aren't as effective as I would have liked them to. They also do get replenished, so that is also a very big issue. I would like to block this crossing, because that would definitely be favorable to me. Although the enemy does have artillery as well, and I don't know how much. I can't afford that. Damn. Oh, that's a daimyo involved. So I'm guessing that he brought his entire family with him, as is often the case. For unknown reasons. How far range will they have, actually? They should have enough range to get to that. I think I might have to, just because the tactical advantage of having to defend a crossing is so great. And if only I could see, but I can't. And that is, is that the only thing they have? Because if it is, then I think I can manage it. Even though it does outrange these guys, but if it doesn't, if it isn't, then I don't know. Okay, let's go for it. Yep, risky, risky. Also, oh damn, it's outside of range. Yeah, I can't do that. Oh, now it may be too late to retreat. Well then, we are locked in. So, do they have enough range? I think they do, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, is that a blue? Nope, it isn't. I think they will reach me next turn. Let's go ahead. I'm not gonna back out of that. I might have been able to save that by leaving the game, but I'm not gonna be a scumbag about it. So, no, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry about that. Just needed to shut my windows properly, so people who don't want to listen to my commentary, I can't imagine why, won't get forced to listen to it. There's quite a lot of people around here. Anyway, you actually didn't get into range for that, which means I'm gonna be the attacker, which presents its own problem, really. But I'm definitely willing to go for it. Although in the initial army, I would definitely prefer to have 1 line infantry and more generals. Well, I do have the cavalry, so no, I don't need that. But let's switch you out with this guy. There we go. So at least I have a lot of pretty good line infantry. Although these guys, ooh, they do have seemingly quite a lot of melee infantry. Oh, and really? Really? Okay then. Oh god, that winter is approaching rapidly. Also, let's see what is happening back here. Oh my. I have some issues. Oh well. Hopefully the attrition won't be too great, and hopefully the losses in this upcoming battle won't be too great either. But yeah, this is probably the riskiest thing I've done so far in this campaign. And losing, it wouldn't destroy the campaign, but it would make it so that I have so much less time to actually be able to do the entire thing. And, okay, that is actually pretty nice, that they chose to attack me at the crossing, so I can actually defend that. They do have quite a lot of artillery, which out of ranges my artillery. They do not have as many spearmen as I feared. They have quite a lot of Ronin, which is still gonna do damage to my saber cavalry, but saber cavalry is obviously, they do prefer to fight people with swords rather than fighting people with spears. Also, they have almost no levy. Like, this is a weird composition. It's so melee based, but then a lot of artillery. Huh. I'm actually not that sure how to play this. Let's take a look at this map. Okay, so 2 crossings, a bridge, and an actual, yeah, crossing point in in the river, which is unfortunately at the edge of my deployment zone. So I can't just like push forward a formation like I can do here. Oh well, I guess that's fair enough. Also, those units that I push forward, they will be able to be shot at by the enemy artillery. I have little doubt about that. Actually, do they have the range? I think they should have. But we can actually easily check that by an approximation. Yep, they definitely do. I have 500 range, and the enemy does have 625, I believe. Unless I'm entirely mistaken. Which I might be, you never know. Yep, there's the crossing. Quite forested, which is not good for me. Hooray. Okay, so I'm gonna be defending these 2 places, and I'm just looking to check. Okay, no other crossing places, which is pretty nice. So this is gonna lag a bit. Also, I am gonna get reinforcements. Should remind you about that, though. That should make this entire thing a bit easier, thankfully. So, the plan is, front line is gonna be levy infantry, backup line, or more like the line that's gonna shoot at the front line when the front line is engaged by melee troops. That is gonna be the best infantry. Artillery, let's place you somewhat in the middle. So you should be able to reach the both places. Actually, that shouldn't be that tricky anyway, but no matter. Let's take a look at range. Should be no issue. Can push you up a little bit just so you can't fire earlier, which is a fair point. And a bit more to the side, so hopefully these things won't get in the way. So this is my backup, along with the reinforcements. So, I'll have 1 unit there, and they will be backed up by... how much? That? See, that's the wrong thing, never mind, it actually... There we go. So this crossing right here is the less prioritized one. But on the topic of that, the distance between this is negligible. So it isn't really that... It isn't really a catastrophe if I have to move one of these guys to help out the other side. That shouldn't be a big deal. Anyway, get all of these guys in guard mode, including the artillery. And yeah, backup. I need the backup. These guys, just be ready. Same with you. I actually want to have you like that. I don't really know where to place you, and these guys, the reinforcements. My reinforcements are gonna come in right here, which is very, very near indeed, which is pretty nice. So, this is gonna be an interesting battle. I am fairly confident I am gonna win this, unless the enemy artillery does something amazing, which I don't think they are. Also, I don't think the AI would sit back, even with an artillery advantage like that. But the thing I'm more concerned about is the amount of losses I will take, because any losses I take are permanent until I capture the region. Anyway, that's enough of the setup. Let's get to it. And they, I don't know if they are coming towards me yet, but they are definitely making ready. And we are getting reinforcements. Thank goodness for that. Okay. We are being fired at. What are you trying to hit? Back here? Are you trying to hit my reinforcements? Really? Why are you just like missing massively? See, I'm starting to take losses. Yeah, you're going for my reinforcements. Really? That is weird. Like, sure, you can do damage, but... Yeah, this general is under... This is weird. Why are you doing this? Anyway, I need to focus, because I should not be... I should not focus on that. Okay, so they have smartened up a bit already, which is, I guess, nice from a technical aspect. And to commend the AI for at least being competent. There we go. So that's gonna be my formation. And what are you hitting? My cavalry? Yeah, I would prefer if you didn't, but I'm gonna make the best of it and do that. And yeah, these guys, the AI does the predictable thing. They are going for, or they appear to be going for, an assault, rather than actually use the artillery advantage and force it into a situation where I have to be the one crossing. Which is still possible, I might add. That might happen. They might just want to get like a very forward position. But yeah, as I said, that's not really like them. But then again, I haven't really played that much against legendary AI. So I wouldn't know. Yeah, they appear to be gunning for the less important units, which is pretty nice. By the way, let's get you a bit further up. Not necessarily to the main line. Also, I don't think I want to have you on firing will just yet. But at least closer to where things are actually happening. Oh yeah, I have naval artillery support. I completely forgot about that. Whoops. Let's get that going. Oh, you're actually in hiding. Nice. Let's have the cavalry ready, in case these guys try to cross. And these guys are deadly, by the way. They are deadlier than my... more deadly than my saber cavalry. So, just so that is clear. Here comes the first unit. It is shaken, but I don't think it will be damaged enough to outright flee. But you never know. Even these guys firing. Over the heads, thankfully. Also, I could rush in my cavalry. By the way, let's look at these. Oh yeah, that's an that's an outright pull, so I can't like actually. Wow. Anyway, I just want to look at the colors of the line infantry. Pretty nice. I like that. Layout a bit better than I originally liked it. And what I originally thought of it, I think, is the better way to put that. But right now, this is being kind of stressful, so... No, you were already in loose formation. Don't kid me. Should I just send in the Shogunate? Yeah, let's send in the Shogunate. Why not? Cavalry crossing? I'm not too scared about that. But apparently, this crossing is gonna be the main crossing. So this is where I'm gonna set up, like, the third line, fourth line, stuff like that. If I have time. And if I... yeah, if I have time, basically, to set that up. So, you guys all go and be somewhat like that. Also, cavalry, you should be withdrawn, because right now there are a lot of spare units coming in. And that is kind of why I'm sending in the Shogunate. Because the Ronin are starting to favor quite a bit, which is nice. Also, I think I found a good target for this. There we go. Actually, maybe I should try to withdraw the Shogunate. That is probably a good idea. Although, can I withdraw them safely? I have no idea. Anyway, this fight has been won. That specific one. Also, I can take my cavalry now and actually surround them completely, because they have no backdoor defense right there. And this is collapsing completely. Just immediately. Wow. That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh well. There's still quite a bit to be done here, so shouldn't be celebrating too much. Yeah, let's just get you over to this side, because there are so many troops that I would want to have you just wipe up, basically. I think it is best to have you stop firing, just because of friendly fire potential. Okay then, so battle 1. But this is only part of the battle, as I've said. What I really need to do is to just clean up as much as possible. Unfortunately, they're very close to the red line. I don't like that. Okay, let them take out the remaining artillery, and then have them start working on that massive lob. And yeah, basically that can be done by 1 unit. Yeah, they are running towards the red line. I don't like that. Anyway, that was definitely a great battle. And even with all my concerns, this was a great victory. A decisive one, that's for sure. But let's try to make it as decisive as possible. And just make sure that as few as these men will actually return. That's the main thing. And even if they do cross the red line, I can still kill a few men in their units. That is unfortunately it. All of these guys, they are free to go, and that pains me. Because I don't want to fight them again. But I'm gonna have to. Oh well. Anyway, let's speed up this. I believe this is the last remnants. Or those are the last remnants, I should say. Well, that's not entirely true. These guys, for example, 14 spare levy. Yeah, but that's about it. I think that's the same units, yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's have all of them go after those guys. But these guys are about to cross the line. And with that, or at least shortly after that, it's gonna be over. Yeah, you can see part of the unit has already crossed here. Yes, I can't target those guys directly, but I can do a bit of this. I can do a bit of that with these guys as well, but frankly, I don't think that's really worth it. Oh, really? Is that the same unit? Huh, apparently. So, every man, or at least one man of every unit that was still alive, has now crossed the red line, and the battle has ended. So, let's see what we actually accomplished. Okay, so we killed more than double of what we sustained, and we started with the better army. Okay, fair enough. And the Echigo are leaving? Really? Trade agreement with Sumpe broken down. Anyway, so obviously we need to finish off those guys. Probably gonna kill off this levy infantry garrison. Garrison? Never mind. But we can replenish, that's why we have these guys dragging along. As well as making that army a lot bigger. There we go. Told you. By the way, on that note, I could merge them. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'd rather replace them. So I'm just gonna have you... That's actually not what I wanted, but let's have you bump into that. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. There we go. So these guys are breaking up the wounded reinforcements. I'm not gonna have these guys be switched out because they are good. And levy infantry, they are acceptable. Can I actually? Yes, I can. But yeah, I saw they left their city. Why? Well, it's not the capital, so I guess it isn't as important to them, but it's still a bit weird. Anyway, winter will come in the next turn, and as you can see, I have 2 turns before I reach that, which means I don't think I'll take attrition at the start of the turn, but definitely on the turn after. And if I can capture that in 1 turn, great! That'd be amazing. But yes, I lost trade with Sumpu, probably because... Okay, they are just blockaded, apparently. Or whatever. Oh, they just cancelled it? Are they Imperial now? No. It should... Okay then. Yep. Pretty much the logic you should be used to at this point. So, new trade with actually a better trade partner. At least I'm fairly confident they are a better trade partner, just due to their size, because that is often a good way to actually find out about that. Anyway. Yeah, you are not happy. Are you actually going to spawn rebels? You actually rarely see that. You're also 100% pro-Shogun. Wow. Wait a minute. You're Imperial. You haven't, like, converted recently? No, you haven't. Not at all. So are you just real shit at converting stuff? What has happened there? Anyway, where are we with that? 2 turns. Good. Oh, yeah. We're still missing a few points until we get to this level. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if we can actually capture that castle. Or maybe... Oh, they are at war. Well, there goes that income for the time being. As long as that blockade is maintained. You want a well, if you want to be a vassal... Really? Are you? Well, sure. That will have them break the alliance with these guys, which will definitely well, it wouldn't be a bad thing for me. They're probably gonna be just eaten by, for example, that guy, if they actually do declare war, and I believe they are forced to as a vassal of mine. Oh, I'm noted by the Shogun. Good. But yeah, where are they? Oh, there we go. So... yeah, I don't know. I don't think I should be able to do that, but sure game. If you say so. I guess the defeat I brought upon them, the stack wipe, was quite awesome. And, well, it was a big deal, to put it that way. And this is probably gonna die. Just outright die. Unless... What kind of movement points do I have? If I let the artillery behind. Can I get there in 1 turn? I think I can. I can! Okay then. Just 1 turn of attrition. Hooray! Let's fix that. That should help out a few issues. And I saw you put an army towards the south. Who are you fighting? Not these guys, obviously. Not these guys either. Because that's you. That's probably your capital, right? Because I think you only had 2 provinces. Yeah, now you're down to 1. And as you can see, we are well on our way to making most of the country Shogunate, which is pretty nice. And I think that vassal actually counts as a province. Technically, since it's technically under my control. Okay, apparently 6. So, quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So, hopefully we can actually keep these guys as a vassal. Nice. Yeah, I can appoint a general to the office of Inspector General. Let's do that. I only have 1 available for that, because all the others are part of the family, so it's gonna be you. And I do that, via that, and via that, and via that. Congratulations. And suddenly you're way more loyal. Who would have thought? Also, I need to... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I need to repair the damage I dealt with the bombardment, but apparently these guys were nice enough to repair it for me. Anyway, it is getting quite late here, as you can see from this thing right here. So, this is where I'm gonna end this episode. An episode which is gonna be uploaded in 60 FPS, so hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully it is worth the additional rendering time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part overall, giving you a great battle, and technically 2 new provinces added to my domain. So that is pretty nice. As I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will return to see me in the next part. Goodbye for now.